Hello and welcome to the Daily Draft, where we take Magic one draft at a time. My name is Morgan, and we are in a Battle for Zendikar Pack for Win Swiss draft. So we are waiting on one more person, and then we're going to get started. Welcome back. We are in Pack 1, Pick 1, practicing not using filler words and also reading signals. Our rare is Akum Helkite. It is a pretty good card. It is very bomby. It has the potential to kill things with just a land drop. I like it out of all the cards in this pack. I do like Undo Rising as a good way to just have a huge swing in the game. I do like Adverse Conditions as a great tempo card. Titan's Presence is an underrated removal card in my opinion. And that's about it. So we're going to take the Akum Helkite and hope to be in red. This pack is super awkward in that there's not a lot of good stuff in there. I can see taking Transgress the Mind. It's a good way to get things into exile for your processors. I could see taking Transgress the Mind. I could see taking Chasm Guide. Chasm Guide is a fine card, but not something that I'm super excited about. For those of you who are wondering, by the way, I'm trying to do that thing where I can put the card in whatever slot I want, but it's not working. I'm just going to take the Transgress the Mind. It's not a fantastic second pick, but it's a fine one. Card I'm most excited about in this pack is probably Sheer Drop. Dominator Drone is also pretty good. Valka Predator is fine if I wanted to stay red. Between Sheer Drop and Dominator Drone, I'd probably actually rather have Dominator Drone. Not because of the color, but because I think that this card is a fine 3-mana play. So here we have a couple of options. We could take the Brood Butcher and go into green. Brood Butcher is fine, but not fantastic. There's also a Kozilek Sentinel, which I actually like more than I like Brood Butcher. When it enters the battlefield, you get a 1/1 Scion, and that's fine. And you can sacrifice a creature to give target creature -2/-2. But is that better than taking the Kozilek Sentinel? You know what? I'm going to take the Brood Butcher. We can try to be the Swarm Surge deck and see how it works out. Having taken Brood Butcher, I am perfectly fine with this Bone Splinters. Undo Rising is not really a signal. I'd rather have the removal spell. Well, we did get the opportunity to get a second Kozilek Sentinel. Do I want that over an Evolving Wilds? Potentially. Baby. Fish. 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 There's food right here. Sorry, my fish looked hungry, and so I thought I'd try and feed it. Well, I could take the Evolving Wilds. I could also take the Sentinel. It is a pretty good red card. Yeah, I'll take the Sentinel. That gives us a little flexibility. I actually like Gruesome Slaughter quite a bit in whatever deck we're building. We'll give it a shot. Valka Invoker is a very strong card. It gives you a mana sink, and it's a 2/3 for 3, which is fine. I'm going to go ahead and take that over to Drew Stalwart. Undo Rising Wield, as did Call of the Scions. Call of the Scions is a different card. I guess I take the Call here over a second Bone Splinters and Looming Spires or Mortuary Mire, just in case. We're hedging a little bit. We also wield an Eyeless Watcher, which is the perfect card for Brood Butcher, so we're going to go ahead and take that too. I like Warrenreef Invoker for the same reason that I like Valakut Invoker. It's a great late game threat. We wield Grave Birthing, and we also wield Swarm Surge. And since Swarm Surge will probably be the way our deck wins, I'm going to take the Swarm Surge here. I'll take a Swell of Growth and put it in the sideboard. 2 Swell of Growths. Interesting. If we had the Snapping Gnarlid deck, we'd be in it. So here I'm pretty happy taking a Bane of Balaged over Touch of the Void. Bane of Balaged is really sweet. It's a big old creature, and if you can crank it out early, then you're in good shape. So I would be fine, considering we wield all those good green-black cards, with just playing green-black. We could try it out. Catacomb Sifter and Zulaport Cutthroat are pretty important to the strategy, though. And we probably want a billion Call to Scions. We could play Blister Pod in this deck. Huh. I'd much rather have a Grip of Desolation over a Call to Scions in this pack. Pretty happy taking it. Well, there is a Breaker of Armies in this pack, which is just another fatty. Could also take a Spawning Bed, or a Myers Mouse, or Bone Splinters even. I'm gonna take the fatty. Let's be real. What does Morgan love more than fat creatures? Nothing, actually. Coastal Discovery. That's what I love. Here we have the option between a Deathless Behemoth, a Nettle Drone if we still want to pursue the red line, which I don't think we do. Deathless Behemoth is just better in any case. There's also an Evolving Wilds. I'm gonna take the Deathless Behemoth. Our top end is gonna be sweet. I don't care about anything else. Well, there's a Cosmic Sentinel, which means people don't know how good this card is. I'd consider playing it still. Yeah, that card is probably the best card in the pack. There's also a Gust Silent Skimmer, but I like Cosmic Sentinel better. Has a higher upside, and that we get to play red. Take another Warrenreef Invoker, I guess. This card is not good. This card is good. This card is good against us. This card is fine. This card is late. I could have had a bunch of Sheer Drops and Undo Risings. Now the question is, do I take the Boiling Earth or the Lifespring Druid? Probably just the Lifespring Druid. Yeah, we'll take the Lifespring Druid here. I would like you guys to see this nutso pack. There's another Cosmic Sentinel, first of all, a Dominator Drone, and a Hedron Archive. I've never passed a Hedron Archive in my life, probably. You can go back to my archives and look, but there's a good chance I haven't. I'm gonna take the Tunneling Geopede here. I don't think Earthen Arms is worthwhile, nor is Skitterskin really. Do I take another Call to Scions or another Swarm Surge? Is my red just better? Probably. I'll take another Swarm Surge. See if I cut my green just entirely. The deck still looks pretty good. Pretty happy taking a Myers Malice here. I like having at least one of that card in my decks. Reclaiming Mines can go to the sideboard. Natural Connection, also the sideboard. Really, at this point, I don't think my second color matters as much. It kind of all depends on my pack 3. I've got a couple of really good Eldrazi, and way to ramp them out. So we'll see how this goes. Well, Shambling Vince is pretty good. Processor Assault is fine. I don't really want a Call the Scions this early. I guess I take the Processor Assault. So, this card is awkward, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Touch of the Void over it. There's an Outnumber and a Stone Fury here. I could also take the Kozilek's Channeler. Kozilek's Channeler would be fine, but I'll take the Touch of the Void. We've got removal and things. Not a lot of creatures. But that's fine, right? Guys? Guys? Bane Breaker goes over here. I'm very happy to take the Sludge Crawler over Fathom Feeder. Yeah, we don't really want a Fathom Feeder in this deck. That's way too hard on the mana. Sludge Crawler, however, is a great one-drop and just a fantastic card overall. Hello, friend. Complete Disregard is awesome. Rune Processor is also nice, but we have a Bane of Elegance, so it's less important. Whereas Complete Disregard is pretty important to this plan. I will also happily take a Forerunner Slaughter, because giving any of our Eldrazi haste is just very good. Wow. I mean, it's the best card in the pack, let's be real. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it. Do I cut red? I'm missing out on a Touch of the Void. And some 2-drops. I get a Brood Monitor. Get a Brood Monitor. I get an Eyeless Watcher. I get a Call the Scions. A Brood Butcher. Double Swarm Surge, if I wanted it. So I could take a Grave Birthing, I could also take an Eyeless Watcher. I think this is a decision point here. Meh. We'll try it. Ooh, Rot Shambler was a good pickup for us. It's really good with all the Scions that we're calling here. Pretty easily just taking another Call of Scions, by the way. Taking an Ornreef Invoker here and using it to fill out our curve. Deck is sweet. Deck is weird, actually. I'll go ahead and take a Stone Fury, I suppose. That's really late. Is our red just more powerful? But we have double Swarm Surge, so this has to be good. We're gonna try this. Ooh, we've got another Rot Shambler deal. Oh, mama. Yes, please. What do we cut? What's the cut here? I don't even know. I don't think it's anything. I think we just played 17 lands. Let's do it. Deck's sweet. We've got multiples of all the sweet stuff, probably. I don't know, you guys. I just got done with work. This was a weird draft. It would have been so much easier had we gotten our usual port cutthroat, but let's add some basics. 9, 8, sure, add it. Run it. Alright, I will see you in round 1.